Good morning, everybody. It's Friday. Yay, we made it to Friday. Thank you for joining me if you're joining me live. My name is Rose Coleman and this is my stamp room. I'm coming to you live from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. And I love to join you for my Facebook Lives here. And I've also been posting these over on my YouTube channel. So you'll definitely want to check out my YouTube channel and see all my other videos over there. But I love joining you with my coffee in the morning. I have my coffee in one of my favorite Starbucks mugs. I love this color. I'm really drawn to like plums and wines and those types of colors. This reminds me, I was trying to think, I always think in Stampin' Up! Colors, right? I was trying to think, what is this color very similar to? And I'm thinking Mary Merlot. It's very close to Marilyn Merlot. Let me grab my ink pad, show you. Mary Merlot and my mug, kind of close, right? Maybe a little more cherry cobbler, not sure. Anyway, I get inspiration from all kinds of places when I look around in the world, when I go out shopping or I'm online shopping and I look at patterns that I see that they put together with clothing and stuff like that. I love, love, love to use that in my paper crafting because we can always relate to that, right? When my daughter was young, and I used to shop for younger clothes for her, like at Oshkosh and those types of stores. I love seeing the patterns that they put together, the colors they put together, and then I would take that inspiration and put it into a card or a scrapbook page. So just wanted to share that with you in case you're always, if you're wondering. Hi, Jen. Hi, Gloria. Thanks so much for joining me. If you're stuck on, you know, what to put together, what colors to put together, what patterns to put together, just look around. If you're looking at a magazine, all kinds of different inspiration out there. We just have to open our eyes to see it, right? Okay, so I've got my coffee. Today I have another treat or small gift packaging idea to share with you. This one, I've had this bundle I have to share. I bought this bundle. It was the first thing I bought from the mini catalog because I fell in love with it. Because I love coffee and I love joining you guys for coffee and card every morning. This week is not about cards. As you guys know, it's about treat containers and small gift packaging. Hi, Linda. Hi, Debbie. Okay, let's flip the camera and get started here. Just bear with me while I get my camera mount all straightened up. Just gonna flip you around here and point you down at my work surface. Okay, so there is this is my work surface. You can see my hands. Let's see, I've got a little bit of a crooked. Hi, Debbie. The orders for November, no, they're not in yet, but they will be soon. And as soon as they're in, I will let you know. If you need something though, Debbie, I have supplies, so I can bill you out if you need something. I think you ordered some dimensionals and stuff this month, so let me know. Send me a private text. Okay, so today, you guys, I'm going to be playing with one of my favorite bundles in the catalog on page 8 of the catalog, the mini catalog, the Heartwarming Hugs Suite. When I saw this, I was totally drawn to it. It's all about coffee and about drinking cozy drinks like hot chocolate and stuff like that. And these little coffee cups and the coffee cup holder, I was totally sold. So this whole suite, I ordered the entire suite because I loved all of it. If you love all of the stuff I'm going to show you today, you can get everything for one item code. 168.25 gives you everything. You're going to get the paper, you're going to get 2 stamp sets, 2 bundles actually, two stamp sets and a bundle. One of them is a bundle with dies. That's what I'm going to feature today. You're going to get embossing folders, ribbon, braided trim, the glitter star ornaments, and the mini coffee cups and the mini coffee cup carrier. Now this, I'm going to show it to you close up today, but anyway, I just want to just show you where it is in the catalog. The bundle that I'm going to be focusing on is called Warm Hugs, and it looks like this. The stamp set looks like that, and inside are the dies. Well, I keep my dies inside my packaging, and this is what they look like. I have some of them already on my Stamp and Cut and Emboss machine ready to go to show you guys. So you get these, the little strips, and you get the smaller ones. You also get the 2 sides of your coffee cup. You get the little decorative edges for your coffee cup cozy. And I'll bring in my machine because I've got them all ready to go. You've got I've more dies as well. So this picture here shows down here. So you've got a circle, like a little hexagon, another circle that cuts out the middle for these stamps here, which have the middle omitted from them. Hi, Patty. Thank you. Happy Friday to you too. So you get all of these things. The things that you see in white are things that coordinate with a die. So you get a die for the hearts, the cups, the trees, and the candy canes. You get the stamps to go with them. It's just absolutely phenomenal. I love, love, love this bundle. Let's not hesitate, and I'm just going to raise up, see if I can get a better view here. Okay, so I've got my machine. Let me just bring it in gently because I've got stuff lined up on it. So what I have here from those dies that I just showed you, you get this shape here. I think it's a hexagon. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it's an octagon actually. There's 8 sides. You get this one that has the center, that will cut out the center. You're going to get the little coffee cup and the circle. Okay, and the circle, I don't know if you can tell from the die, has beautiful stitching going all the way around. So what I've done, you guys, is I've layered 2 layers together. I've told you guys this before. Some dies will allow you to do that if they're not too detailed. So these aren't too detailed, so I'm crossing my fingers that this is going to work. Run it through, and we're going to get 2 copies of everything so that you can work smarter, not harder, right, when you get 2 copies. All right, so pardon the shaking and the jiggling and the cracking. Normal sounds. So I'm going to go forward, and then I'm going to come back because I'm cutting through 2 pieces of cardstock. Let's give it that little bit of extra oomph. Let's see how this turned out. Did I actually get 2 pieces? Okay, so here's the circle with the stitching. Yep, I did get 2 pieces. No problem, it cut through like butter. I've got my little pear pizzazz one here with the ring in the middle. I got 2 of that one. I think I did. Oh yeah, it's buried under here. There's my other one. So I've got 2. There we go. And my little coffee cup. I'll show you how I'm going to stamp on there in a second. I got 2 of those. And when you run them through, they do kind of press together from the pressure of the machine. So you do have to separate them a little bit. There we go. 2 coffee cups. And my Mossy Meadow octagon. I've got 2 of those. Okay. Get rid of all my scrap paper here. And these dies. Okay, so I've got these. Set these off to the side. So I'm done with these dies. Now I want to bring in some other colors, and we're going to do real red for my coffee cozy. Okay, so I've cut this size because I just go through my scrap box and I get the size that I need. So I've got this size that fits, and so you have to have 2 sides. There's 2 dies for the cozy, okay? So they will meet up, and I'll show you that in a second. So I'm only going to do 1 layer of those, although I could do doubles, but I don't want to go through my scrap box. I'm just going to do 1 today. I can do another one later on. These little pieces are for the edges of your cozy. So I'm going to do 1 each of those in Mossy Meadow. Got my platform all loaded up here. I'm going to put the top layer on, and away we go. Going through. Oh boy, sounds awful. It sounds like something's breaking, but it's normal sounds. Normal sounds for the Stamp and Cut and Emboss machine. Now these red ones, I'm going to show you something I'm going to do with those. Let's see. Let's get rid of these guys. These are the little trims. Look at that. I love that little scallop edge with the stitching. It's so pretty. All right, so we got those. Put them off to the side. And for the red, all right, let's bring back our dies. I want to show you something. We've got these long strips, and you might be wondering, what are those for? Well, those are to add some detail. It's not required, but you can add some detail to your cozy. So you can add just this one, or you can add this one. It kind of looks like little candy sprinkles. I'm going to do 2 of those today. So, and they give you doubles too, which is great. I love that they do that. So you can do both of them at the same time. So I'm going to put this one up here. And so they give you a long one and a short one, right? Because the top of the die is long, and then the bottom, or the die cut, is short. See that? So I've got a double one. So let's grab my other one. So I'm going to put that up here. And down here. There we go. So I could use washi tape. I'm gonna brave it today. I'm just gonna leave it. And I'm gonna lay this on gently, lower it down flat, and I'm gonna run this through. And I saw the bottom one move on me. Sometimes they want to shimmy around. There. I'm being a rebel today on Friday. No washi tape on this one. I'm just going through with it. All right, so let's see. And with this one, I'm only cutting through one piece, so I don't need to go forward and back. This machine is strong enough to be able to, look at that, cut through. I don't have to poke anything. Look at that. They just cut through like butter. There's all the residual cardstock left down there. Isn't that gorgeous? Love it. Okay, so let's get these off. I've got my 2 cozies. I'm going to take it even a little bit step further because why not? I want to show you everything, right? Show you everything that we can do. Let's get rid of these little strips. I don't want to lose them, so I'm putting them back into my packaging. I'm just going to take this off and swipe those little tiny pieces into my garbage. Thank God for vacuum cleaners is all I can say for these little tiny pieces of cardstock that are always over my floor. Okay, so in this suite, there's also, if you buy the whole suite, or you can buy it separately, you can get these embossing folders. Now, both of these are included in the wrapped in texture embossing folder package, okay? I'm going to use this one here that looks like a weave today, and I'm going to put both of my pieces in. They both fit. See, Stampin' Up! Does their homework. They know. We want to make sure we maximize our time usage. So there we go. Both of them are in there. When you emboss, you get rid of this. You don't need this layer. We just need the top and bottom plastic layers. Or I call them my sandwich pieces. So one of each, and we'll run this through. And you can also emboss 2 layers at a time as well. So if you're making double, you could do that. And there we have it. We have our little cozies. They've got some texture to them. I love it. So now we have all of our pieces ready to put together this fun little coffee cup cozy. So let's get rid of my machine here. Just going to put all my layers back on. And if you're new to my channel here, or you're new to my Facebook page, this is the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. It looks like this. It is absolutely beautiful. I love it. It's so strong. And look, this is one of the features. You can pop up the sides. They snap together, and then it's like a little mini suitcase almost. It looks like a little suitcase. And you can store that so nicely and move that off to the side. Just wanted to share that with you. Okay, so let's do this, the fun part. Let's put this together. Just gonna lower down here a little bit. We've got our pieces. So we've got our cozy pieces. We've got our, oh, I only did one of each. I need to do another one of those. I only did one of the Mossy Meadow. You need to do 2. And we've got, let's see, our other layers here. I've got coffee cups. I've got my white backgrounds. And I remember I did doubles, so got double of everything. So let's just line everything up here. And I'm quickly going to grab my Mossy Meadow strips. So you can go through your scrap bin and just get, you know, small pieces, snip them, and you can run them through. I'm just going to do this off to the side here. I'll be just a second. I'm just going to get myself all my layers that I need for those coffee cups. Grab these 2, run them through. And I should have done doubles. See, that was the whole point of doing doubles, right? Do doubles when you're doing these edges. Okay. There we go. Now we've got our layers. We've got the pieces we need. And let's pop that one out. Throw the scraps away. Don't need those. All right. So we've got 2 of the Mossy Meadow edges. Okay. All right. Just lining up here. Okay. So what we're going to do is take our big pieces here, and I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the back. So So I'm going to bring in my multi-purpose glue, and here's what you do. You just add a little bit of glue, just a tiny string of glue along the edge of both the top and the bottom. And I've done all the details on this one, so it's taken me a little longer just because I'm doing embossing. I did the edges to show you those little holes that stick through. You could just do the basic cozy. You don't have to emboss it. You don't have to add the extra little holes, but this is going to be a special one, so I wanted to make it with all the bells and whistles. Okay, so you take this in your hand, and then you can line up your edges, okay? So you've got your Mossy Meadow edges here. And what I like to do is lay them down. And then I'm going to take the red one and just put it here on top. And you see how if I line it up, so I've got the scallops at the top, and then I've got those little holes you can see through. Just make it closer there for you. So you can see through there. And the same thing with the bottom, right? You can either add glue to the Mossy Meadow or you can add glue to the real red. It's entirely up to you. You've got to give it a chance to dry. If it's embossed, sometimes it takes a little bit longer to dry just because you've got all those bumps on there. So there we go. We've got that one. And then we'll add some glue. I'm going to add a little bit more glue to this side just to make sure it stays put. We are going to be wrapping it around a coffee cup, so you want to make sure it's going to be nice and secure. Okay. So I've got this one. I find it better to hold on to the bigger piece and then lower it down onto the Mossy Meadow. Just gives me more control that way. And then you can just press that and leave that to dry for a second and move on to the second one. So the second one I already put the glue on. So let's go ahead and add our little scallop edges. I've got some glue on my grid paper here. Things are kind of sticking to it. All right, so we're gonna add this one. And then add the bottom one. You can see how quickly these come together when you've got all your pieces cut for you. So now these are together like this. So they've given us these little tabs. So what you want to do is just add glue to the back of both of those tabs. So just a little bit of glue. Now you could use tear tape or glue dots, whatever you want to use here. And then I'm going to use my glue. I love my multi-purpose glue. It's super easy to use. And the trick with multi-purpose glue is to just use a little bit. And if you get it on your hands, you might want to invest in a little loofah sponge or something, scrubby tool that you can scrub the glue off your hands. It helps. So I got my pieces here for my mug. Stampin' Up! Has these are the coffee mugs that come with this suite. And they're quite big. I was actually surprised when I got them. I believe you get 8 in a package. And so you get the cups and you get the lids. I'm just reaching for a lid here. So this is what they look like. Okay, so we're gonna take the cozies now and add them together. So we're gonna just make them like a train, like this. I'm putting this one like that. I'm just gonna, sorry, I was zoomed in there. Okay, so I've got my cozies. I'm lining them up like a little train, and I'm just gonna let them sit for a second, give them a chance to dry, and then we're gonna wrap this around our cup. Okay, so let's bring back our cup now. I've got my cozy. Look at that, it's so pretty. And I'm gonna just lay this in the middle part of my cup, and I'm just gonna wrap. So just wrap around. And then when you get to the end, you want to definitely make sure you've got lots of glue on that little tab. You see the red tab there? I'm going to bring in my glue and add a little bit more here. Now I think tear tape would probably be a little bit easier, but I'm going with the glue. I'm just going to be patient and hold it together like so. There we go. And you want to press it, and it does give you a little bit of wiggle room to adjust it and make sure you've got it on straight. And look at that. That's so beautiful with the red and the green. I love it. So that's how you put the cozy onto the cup. And we also have, I'm going to make mine like is in the catalog. So we have some Mossy Meadow ribbon, and it looks like this. Let me grab that. all the products from this suite. This is the mossy diagonal striped mossy meadow ribbon. So I'm going to use some of that. I'm going to wrap that around my mug. So just go ahead and grab a piece. I'm just going to wrap it around. Doing this on the fly here. I haven't made this one before, so we're gonna experiment and see how this works out together. So I want to see how much, so I can let you guys know the measurement of what I need here. So I need about that much to be able to tie a bow. So let's just snip that. This is real life crafting. This is how I measure. I wrap it around and then I go, okay, how long was that? Let's see. 16 inches. Oh my heavens. It's the exact length of my grid paper here. Perfect. Okay, so now let's just bring this back in here and we're going to wrap it around the cup. Again, you don't have to wrap ribbon around your cup. It's not required, but I think I just want to make it like the Stampin' Up! Catalog, and we're just going with it today. Okay, so wrap this around the mug, and then you can tie it in a knot if you want to. And I think that probably is a good idea, just because you don't want it to come loose. You can also add glue underneath. That's probably a good idea too. But for the sake of time, I'm just going to tie mine in a knot. And we're going to move on to the rest of this because I want to show you some really fun, a fun tag that you can attach to this mug. Okay, so there's my little knot, and you can slide it around, of course, and trim it. I'm just going to trim it here. Make it a little bit smaller. Okay, so our tag for this cup. We're going to use a background of the Whisper White. We're going to use a mossy meadow layer, and then we're going to do some stamping on this ring. This is a Pear Pizzazz ring. Now, the stamp set has lots of different stamps that you can choose from to go on that Pear Pizzazz ring, and because it's photopolymer, any of them will work. So you could do For You, this one's on me, Merry Christmas. I like that one. I'm going to use that one, I think. Or you could do Warm Hugs to You all season long. I'm going to do this one's on me. So let's bring in our stamps here. So this one is on me. It looks like this. One of our photopolymer stamps. Grab a block and put that on. And you guys know that I love to mount my stamps by laying them down and then putting the block on top and picking it up. And that way I know that I haven't mistakenly, twisted my stamp, and it'll stay in the same position that it's supposed to be in. So let's just practice this one on this one. Yeah, it's gonna work. Okay, so let's grab some ink. I'm gonna grab my Memento ink, Memento Black, and we're gonna stamp. So just gonna ink this one up. And I have two of them here in case I make a mistake. That's another good reason to stamp double, or to cut double, so then you always have another one. So we're going to lower this down. You can see how I could line that up perfectly because it's photopolymer. I could line it up even though I had the die cut already cut. So this is a time-saving tip, you guys. You can cut 2 layers of your dies, right? I have the other one right here. And then when you sit down to stamp, you can just get through it a lot quicker, right? Okay. So that's done. Now we're going to put all this together. And I also have a little coffee cup that I want to stamp, but we'll do that in just a second. So I'm going to add my Mossy Meadow layer to the Whisper White stitch circle. Look at this. I love how Stampin' Up! Does this. They just know what fits, what works. Everything, like that little octagon, fits inside that circle so perfectly. Now I'm going to bring in some dimensionals. I'm using mini dimensionals on this project because everything needs to be popped up. So here we go. We're going to flip over that little ring, and we're going to put, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4. Let's do 4. 4 mini dimensionals on the ring, and it'll be popped up nicely. And peel off those little wax coverings that they have on there, and then I'm going to center this in the middle of this Mossy Meadow piece. I love it. Okay, so I did do 2, so let's go ahead. Why not? I've got my stamp already mounted, so let's do the second one. This is how you do double time, right? Might as well. There we go. There's my second one. This is how quickly things come together. When you don't have a lot of time, you want to get lots done, you can do double time. If you've got the stamps out anyway, you might as well just keep going, right? And that's like when you make cards, you can do 2 at a time, and then you've got an extra one for when you need a card. So why make 1 when you've got everything out to make 2? It's just easier. Okay, so let me chat with you for a second. It's Black Friday, you guys. Oh my heavens. Is anybody doing any online shopping? Don't forget Stampin' Up! We have online shopping as well. You can you can shop from my online store. And when you spend $60 with me in the month of November, I'm going to send you rhinestones. So don't forget that if you want to go to my store at rosecoleman.com and click the shop link. When you put in this November host code, I'm going to send you rhinestones if you spend $60 with me. I appreciate your business. This is my full-time job, and I love what I do, and I love to share this with you guys. Okay, so I've got my 2 little tags here. What else do we need? We need our little coffee cups, because I cut out these 2 little dies, right? I cut them out of crumb cake. So in the stamp set, we have the coffee cups. So you want to grab, I'm going to grab both of these. We have the outline and we have the inside. I love this. This is so fun. I'm going to zoom in because this is, you can zoom in here. You did your online shopping at 1:30 this morning, Debbie. Good for you. Wow. No sleep for you, hey, on Black Friday. All right, so watch what I'm going to do here. I picked up the coffee cup outline. I'm going to use Early Espresso ink, and I'm going to stamp right over top of that. I hope my head's not in the camera. Yep, there we go. And then I'm going to stamp over top of this one. There we go. And I've got another block here ready to go. It pays to have extra A blocks. I did order some extra ones a while ago, and I'm so happy I did, because sometimes when you're stamping with little stamps, you can just have them all mounted and ready to go. So now I'm doing the, this is 2-step stamping. So I did the edge, and now I'm doing the inside of the mug. Now you could do this a different color. I'm just sticking with Early Espresso. You could do a different color if you wanted to. There we go. So I got my 2 mugs ready to go onto my tag. And again, I'm going to use dimensionals, mini dimensionals. I'm going to pick up one here. Put that one on there. And this one, 2 at a time. There we go. So we'll peel off the little wax coverings, and we'll put this cup in the middle of this ring. Oh, I love how this is turning out. They're so pretty. Love these little tags. There we go. So this one's on me. That's what it says. And this is going to go onto my cup here. Let's just move my little bow over a little bit. There we go. So this one is going to sit just right here in front of my bow. So I'm going to need a strong glue to hold that in place, or you can use dimensionals. I think I'm going to use dimensionals. Dimensionals are a very strong adhesive. You ever made a card and you had to take it apart and it has dimensionals on it? You'll know. The dimensionals do not want to come off. Okay, so I'm going to put my tag right here. So I'm going to add my dimensionals to the mug itself and then pull off the wax, and I'm going to bring the tag in and I'm going to put it on here. Just like that. So there's my mug ready to go. Now I can add my chocolate and also a coffee cup, you know, like a Starbucks card would go in here, because I'm saying this one's on me. So do I have a coffee mug, coffee cup? I have a gift card. It's, what did I do with it? Oh, I must have put it back in my wallet. But a coffee cup card does fit in here, and then you can fill it with chocolate, and then the little lid goes on top too. Now there's lots of other ways you can decorate these cups. You can decorate the lid, you can decorate the edge, you can wrap ribbon around the edges, you could do all kinds of stuff. I have another one here I want to share with you. I did, when I first got this suite, I couldn't wait to use it. So I pulled it out and I did some stamping or some embossing with, this is Coastal Cabana, and I did a little white edge along the top and bottom. And then I took the ribbon and I did something funky here. I wanted to attach the ribbon at the top. So I went in through the little coffee, they have the actual holes in the top of the coffee cup. So you can take your ribbon and you can run it through, and then it will stay on your mug. So you just run it through the hole, come down the side and tie your bow like that. See, that's another way. So you can wrap the ribbon around the side, or you could do up through the top and into the hole. And these make fun gifts, you guys. And another thing that Stampin' Up! Has in their catalog, this one wants to roll, but I want to keep it that way so you guys can see it, are the coffee cup holders. So you can get these holders. I'm just turning here to the page. The mini coffee carrier is $6.75, but you get 8 of them. That's a really good deal. Now, let me take one out and show you how it looks. So you get 8 carriers, and you can put all kinds of stuff in these. So it looks like this. And you just, basically, you open it up, like Stampin' Up! Makes it so easy, right? With these different 3-dimensional things that we carry. And you just reinforce all the score lines like that. And then when you're folding it together, let me just move these over. Here's what you do. You just reinforce the score lines, and we've got these little perforated ones here, but one goes one way, one goes the other. And then all you have to do is the bottom. And to do the bottom, basically you want to fold in the 2 side pieces like that, and then fold in this piece and fold it until it tucks. It'll tuck. If you just keep folding it, it'll naturally tuck underneath those flaps. Okay, so this is what you're gonna get. Sorry. So you've got it like this, and then this one last little flap, you want to fold that, and it naturally wants to just pop right into there, and there's the bottom of our box. Comes together so easily, and that's what it looks like, you guys. It's a coffee carrier. So you can put 1 cup on one side, 1 on the other, and have them ready to go. Or if you get if you buy a package of the carriers, you're going to get 8 carriers, okay? So 8 craft carriers for $6.75. The mini coffee cups, they come in a set of 8 as well. So you will have enough to put 2, you'll have enough to fill 4 carriers. But what I would do is I would put a cup on one side and then put a fun gift or something, maybe a little notepad or something like a new pair of mittens or something that you wanted to give as a gift, and then have something in the cup as a treat, right? Or you could do 2 treats. It's entirely up to you. Now, this coffee cup carrier can be decorated, of course, as well. You can wrap designer series paper around here. You can tie ribbon around the handle, and it's ready to go as a fun gift. Let me show you what they did in the catalog. You can see up here, they've got marshmallows in a baggie here, a little bag, and they've attached a tag, and then they've got their cup with a bow on the top. There's all kinds of stuff. You could put chocolates, you could put your gift card in the cup holder, in the cup, and then you could make some handmade cookies and put them in a bag and put them on the side. Wouldn't that make a great neighbor's gift? Put cookies and then put some, you could put chocolate or a Starbucks card in there. It's so fun, you guys. They give us so many ideas here with the catalog. I love this little coffee holder. I'm going to definitely get some more of those before this catalog ends. I want to show you one other thing. So when I first got this bundle, I made this one with the Coastal Cabana. I also pulled in the red velvet paper, and I made this one with early espresso. This is ready to go onto a cup. So I did that one, and I did the other design. So this is like, I put the early espresso up a little higher so the holes are, you can see through. And this is the red velvet. Now I could have embossed that as well. So on the one I did today, I did this design. It looks like little sprinkles. And this one has the little holes that look like that. So many options using the Warm Hugs stamp set and the Warm Hugs bundle. Now, if you love this bundle and you want to get the dies, the bundle is $63.75, which would qualify you to get free rhinestones from me if you shop from my online store. today is Black Friday, so you can grab yourself some more deals and get the things on your wish list, or get a gift for someone else and get rhinestones for yourself. So many options. So I'm just going to flip you around here. Bear with me. I'll move the camera. Hi. Thanks, Jen. Thanks, Bet. Yeah, it is a great idea to have these little coffee cups. Now, if you want to, you can take a coffee cup and cut it open, flatten it out, and use it as a template. And you can trace your designer series paper, and then you can use your designer series paper to cover the mug, right? So lots of ways to use these fun cups and to put your gift cards in there, fill them with treats, candy, the Lindt chocolate that I did the other day. They would fit in here perfectly, probably fit at least 6 or 8 in there here. So I hope you like my coffee cup idea. It's coffee and a card time, and I love, love, love everything to do with coffee. The coffee sets, the coffee bundles, the coffee cups. And thank you for letting me share. Thanks, Linda. Yeah. You're going to go build some snowmen. It was a fun week. I will post all of the pictures of the projects I've done this week. And thank you so much for your support. And thank you for shopping with me, everybody that has placed an order this week. I really, really appreciate it. It warms my heart to know that I have so much support in the community and in Canada from my Canadian customers and my team. So I want to just thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I hope that you guys have a good Friday. You have a great weekend. Stay safe and stay warm, and I will be back to see you on Monday. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.